Good morning, everyone. I'm going to throw a lot of numbers and acronyms around, and I'll apologize in advance and answer anybody's questions. But I really want to start, Hector, I have seen you back from when we were running for office together as county freeholders through to today. You are in the city of Passaic every day, working so hard for your constituents. What you need to know, if you don't, is the way that Passaic is becoming a model for the state and for the nation. I was in Atlantic City earlier this year with your business administrator, Rick Fernandez, who presented and was in front of a packed room talking about the ways in which your investments here in infrastructure and schools and improving quality of life are absolutely transformative. From across New Jersey, folks came into that room wanting to find out how Passaic did it and how they can follow your lead. The congressman talked about all the different levels of government that work together here. There's loads of examples in the city of Passaic. Today we're talking about infrastructure, but a couple years ago we were talking about 4 brand new schools provided by the Board of Ed with support from the state, thanks to Assemblyman Gary Scher, a Passaic resident. And that combination of levels, Board of Ed, municipality, county, state, federal, and our private partners, and multi-jurisdictional organizations like NJTPA are really accomplishing remarkable things. Well, this bus terminal project, which we're talking about today, is just a part of a much bigger story about the revitalization of the city of Passaic's downtown business district. Well, New Jersey Transit had previously received a federal grant of more than $20 million for this project. Unforeseen underground utility issues added significant costs, which would have led to project delays. The question became, as it so often is, and at every level of government, we know the question is, how are we going to pay for it? How are we going to pay for it and make it happen for the constituents that need it? Well, thanks to the hard work of the staff of the city and the county of Passaic, the North Jersey Transportation Planning Authority, NJ Transit, and the State Department of Transportation, and support from our federal partners like Congressman Bill Pascrell, 9th District Spider in Washington, we now have that answer to that question, how are we going to pay for it? Because in August, the NJTPA board, which I chair, took action to approve adding $428 million in federal funding to New Jersey Transit projects across the North Jersey region, including the $15 million for this Passaic bus terminal. The funding became available in August through the Federal Highway Administration's redistribution process, which allows New Jersey to take money that other states haven't spent in time. And I got to tell you, it is the work of staff, it is the work of elected officials that are leaning in and trying to get things done that are why, Congressman, we can take money from states that haven't used it and make sure it gets used here in the county of Passaic and the city of Passaic. This new money not only fully funds the project, but as the Congressman mentioned, it allows New Jersey Transit to fast track it, which means we can move ahead with these plans for Main Avenue even sooner than expected. Passaic County altogether will use $28.1 million in federal funds for this project, which is now in the engineering phase. It will follow plans developed by the county in partnership with the city and with funding from the NJTPA when we completed a study of Main Avenue and a public dialogue where we listened to folks about what their needs were and where we needed to focus these investments and develop a vision for improving safety and access to the region. The dangerous mid-avenue parking will be replaced with green space that the public can enjoy. Angled parking will be installed adjacent to local businesses, and there will be bicycle lanes and other pedestrian safety improvements. But none of this would be possible without relocating and upgrading the Passaic bus terminal. We appreciate NJ Transit's partnership on that project, and of course, the new funding that will help expedite it. These Main Avenue improvements are just one example of federal and state-funded efforts underway in the city of Passaic. Earlier this year, the NJTPA and New Jersey Department of Transportation awarded the city $445,000 in a Transportation Alternative Program grant for improvements to Hamilton Avenue and State Street. A few years earlier, Passaic was the focus of a funded project of Together North Jersey to encourage tourism and foot traffic to restaurants and retail in the city's Bistro District. Years before that, NJTPA funded Street Smart New Jersey public education program to come to Passaic and educate drivers and residents on pedestrian safety. For the city with the lowest car ownership rates in New Jersey, and a large community for whom walking, not driving, to worship every week is an important ritual. That kind of effort saves lives. Along with continued education and enforcement by the city, as you heard from the mayor, it's helped Passaic now go nearly 2 years without a single pedestrian fatality. The city also previously received $1 million in transportation alternative grant for its work to convert a decommissioned railway into a greenway, connecting Dundee Island Park to Pulaski Park. Dundee Island Park is another great example of how collaboration across multiple layers of government and the private and philanthropic sectors can answer that question, how do we pay for it? Dundee Island is Passaic County's first new county park in half a century, a $12 million investment that included Passaic County Open Space Funds, support from the State Department of Environmental Protection's River Restoration Grant Program, additional support from the Trust for Public Land, and contributions from the city and from private donors. And we're not stopping now. We're continuing to work together to make it safer to get to and through the city of Passaic. The State Department of Community Affairs Local Planning Services has prepared a bicycle and pedestrian master plan for the city. So thanks to our many partners, particularly those that are standing here with me, there are a lot of great projects underway in the city of Passaic right now, and with continued collaboration among the officials that you see before you and the levels of government we represent, all this work will make this city and Passaic County overall a greener, safer, and better place to live, work, and visit. Thank you all very much for being here today.